extroverted, attention-seeking, creative, spoiled. These are all words that typically describe last-born children. So, in theory, these 4 words describe me. This is me.
Talking to say, love with your love so bright. Won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then hollering, but I'm Montgomery. Watch
Valerie, show Gigi.
Then hollering, hello now.
Valerie, show Gigi.
As you can see, my 4-year-old self definitely lived up to her expectations. I performed these unique Christmas-themed jumping jacks for my family, eliminating anything or any cousin that came in between my mom's camera and me. I definitely see some last-born qualities in my younger self. It is very common to stereotype or assign traits to people based on the order in which we were born. We see this exaggerated in movies and TV shows, but we also see it shine through in everyday life. This idea of stereotypes and their influence on our personality is known as the birth order theory. The birth order theory originated in the early 1900s by Australian psychotherapist Alfred Adler. Adler believed that a place a person holds in their family can determine their future characteristics and personality traits. Today, his research is used to stereotype sibling and family personalities. Now, I want you to take a second to think about your own birth order. Where do you stand in your family? Are you the oldest child? The youngest? Are you a rebellious middle kid? Or maybe you're an only child? Now that you have your own birth order in mind, let's hear a little bit about what each of these roles mean. Full House perfectly captures Adler's stereotype with its character DJ Tanner. You probably remember DJ as the responsible older sister who always looked out for her younger siblings Stephanie and Michelle. She consistently acted as their role model, babysitter, and safety net. For example, in one episode, DJ stayed home from her first ever honeybee sleepover party to take care of Michelle because everyone else in the house had the chicken pox. She was so excited to spend time with her friends, but ultimately sacrificed her fun night for Michelle's benefit. This is an example of firstborn responsibility. Like DJ, most firstborns are caring, responsible, and natural leaders. Social and parental pressures are most likely the reasons for these traits. Often, oldest daughters feel most pressured to act maternally towards or even feel accountable for their younger siblings, just as DJ does. If you're a middle child, at some point in your life, you've probably felt stuck in the middle, like Harley here. Harley is consistently overlooked and underappreciated by her huge family. For example, in one episode, we see Harley, excited to celebrate her 13th birthday, only to come downstairs and realize her entire family has forgotten about her special day. As a lastborn, this seems outrageous to me. But to Harley, this is not out of the ordinary, just another day as a middle child. According to Adler, middle children are careless, difficult, and rebellious. They are stereotyped to get less attention because there is not a period of time when it is just the middle child and the parents in the house. When the middle child is born, there is already a firstborn. When the firstborn leaves, there is still a lastborn child in the house. As we have already seen from this video, lastborns tend to be the most attention-seeking, creative, and outgoing. But now, let's focus on that 4th trait, spoiled. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory's character Veruca Salt captures this trait perfectly. As the youngest of 4 siblings, Veruca is, in blunt terms, a spoiled brat. She barges into Wonka's factory with an agenda to have everything inside. She requests most specifically for these golden eggs, and then of course throws a temper tantrum when Wonka refuses. Only children typically have a blend of first and lastborn traits. For example, Glinda the Good Witch, an only child, is a bubbly personality with a dedication and desire to become a sorceress. She characterizes herself as good and caring when she offers to change Elphaba's green skin to a different color. However, we also see a little bit of her spoiled side when she finds out she has to share a room with Elphaba and then says this. As you can see, only children, like Glinda, are caring, like firstborns, but also outgoing and spoiled, like lastborns. So now that you have heard about what your birth order means, what do you think? Do you see these qualities in yourself? Do you think it's accurate? As a lastborn, I see myself as outgoing and creative. I don't, and I hope you don't either, think of myself as spoiled. I do, however, see strong leadership and caregiving qualities in myself. The combination of these traits alone would lead you to believe that I am an only or even a firstborn child. But I definitely have an older brother. So this makes you wonder, is the birth order theory even true? I myself questioned it when I read what traits lastborns are supposed to have. Fortunately, the birth order theory does have truth in it. It is just applied differently to different families. This is the idea of functional birth order. Functional birth order essentially changes a child's birth order based on their family situation. Some family factors that can change your birth order are gender, age gaps, and blended families. Take me, for example. Although I was physically born last, I'm the oldest and only girl. Because boys and girls are so different, they tend to be treated differently in childhood, which can cause shifts in their birth order traits. This is my friend Ava. While Ava is also a youngest child, her sister is 7 years older than she is. Typically, an age gap of 5 or more years can cause a cycle of birth order traits to repeat within the family. So, because of this large age gap, Ava might take on the traits of an only child. Another example is my friend Sophie. Sophie has 2 step-siblings, an older step-sister and a younger step-brother. So while when you look at her family, Sophie's a middle child, she might also carry only child traits. I hope at this point you have identified your own birth order, whether it be one of Adler's original stereotypes or functional, because birth order is a vital part of our identities. I would not be who I am today without my strong leadership or creative qualities. Knowing about your birth order can help you discover something new about yourself, but also reassure the traits that you already knew you had. However, having the freedom of functionality can also have a positive effect on your sense of self. After I researched what traits lastborns are supposed to have, I almost convinced myself that I had to be or act spoiled. But that is absolutely not true. You don't have to share a personality with DJ Tanner just because you are a firstborn. Every person and family is different, so while they are very helpful in helping you discover new parts of your identity, your birth order traits do not define you. You do.